Wakanda forever!
I'm Renee Noor, model, creative director, founder of Global Women Wealth Warriors, Wellness Hub, and GW3 magazine. I dedicated my life and devoted my career into helping women and girls to achieving their goals. I've been passionate about empowering women and enriching men. This opportunity in working with the Global Women Wealth Warriors have afforded me the pleasure of traveling outside of the country to be a support unit, most importantly, to help impact and change lives. Our ultimate purpose is to help others to become whole from finance, spiritual, mental, as well as physical. We know there are challenges and obstacles to get you to the next level. However, it's time for you to level up, boss up, and welcome to Power to SOAR. Welcome, 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 GW3 family. I am Renee Noor, the founder of the Global Women Wealth Warriors, as well as the GW3 Club. But most importantly, I am here as your friend. We are so excited to welcome you to today. It's all about Winning Wednesday. If you are a winner in life, I need you to go ahead on and put some 10s in the chat. If you are on the Clubhouse, if you are out there on YouTube, please put some 10s out there as well, even if you're on YouTube, because we are now officially live. GW3 have gone live, not only from the Clubhouse, but we're bringing it right into your house as well. Guys, it has been an incredible opportunity for us not only to connect with so many different amazing energy from around the world, but what we realized being in the Clubhouse, we were missing some of our dear friends right there on Facebook as well as on YouTube. So this gives us an opportunity to bring life to you. That's right. And I love it. I love it. I love it. Guys, we've been rocking and rolling in the Clubhouse thanks to Malika Starr. Guys, give some hearts in the chat for Malika Starr, alongside with Miss Stars Tina, Miss Janet. We have Miss Janet Alvarado alongside with Mary Kim. Man, talk about that knowledge that Dr. Jamesia has poured into the group today. Please, if you found value in our 30 to 45 minutes of the room being open on Clubhouse, I want you to put 100s in the chat. That's right. Please put 100s in the chat. Guys, it's all about what happened when we come together, when we're able to collaborate, making relationships, so therefore we can take it to a whole nother level. This today is not only about Winning Wednesday, but we also focus on ways that you can increase your bottom line. Malika Starr shared an amazing piece by the man himself, Steve Harvey. Guys, Steve Harvey, alongside his beautiful wife, Marjorie Harvey, gave our company the opportunity to become the first global experience right there in Cancun, Mexico. I truly respect Steve alongside with his beautiful wife. And in addition to that, he's always looking for ways to help you up your ask. I want everybody to put in the chat, I'm upping my ask for 2022. We need you to up your ask. No more playing it small, guys. No more playing it small. Are you in agreement that you're going to up your ask? Anything that you want, anything that you desire, you can have it. If you feel that way, if you're in the clubhouse, I need you to say, I'm up in my ass. If you're in the clubhouse, come on. I'm up in my ass. Guys, that's what it's about where we are. That's right. I love it. I love it. I'm upping my ask. That's right, guys. We have to up our ass because we've been playing it too safe lately. And not only have we been playing it safe lately, we haven't really given ourselves the full opportunities to go all in. Don't think about what's going to happen if you don't. Think about what's going to happen when you move forward, when you get those relationships that you're able to connect with. Guys, I have some spectacular guests that's going to be here with us. Not only is everyone in love with the lady herself, Miss Linnell Burns, baby, she's in the house with us. So without further ado, our soul coach warrior, Miss Linnell Burns, come on up here, beautiful. I cannot wait to see your face. Come on here, beauty. Yes, let's give it up for Linnell. Linnell Burns. I think she's having a little bit of technical difficulties, but you know what? We're going to continue on with the conversation. I want to make sure that we are here all for the right reason, all for the right season. When I think about this giant that's been in my life, Mr. Glenn Rudin. Glenn Rudin has been a phenomenal person to pour into so many individuals' businesses, right? He has been a game changer when it comes down to how your message really does matter. You heard what Dr. Jamesia said. Oh my goodness, is that Linnell? I think that is Linnell, but what we're going to do, we have a couple of different spots of Linnell, but we're going to get the right one for Linnell. Woo! There we go.
Hey, Renee, can you hear me?
Linnell, I want everybody to put some red hearts. It said red
Renee, can you hear me?
Linnell, because she's here with me, guys, right now. We love you, Linnell. Yes, we can hear you crystal clear.
Oh my goodness, you look so beautiful, so beautiful. I am loving the show. I'm just having such trouble hearing you. I can't hear anything. I can see you talking, but I can't hear anything on my side.
Okay, well, we can hear you. If you are in the clubhouse, if you can hear Linnell, let me hear
you. Oh, I got you. I got you. All right. Awesome. Good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon, Renee Noor. Thank you for inviting me.
You are so welcome, guys. We have our soul coach, Linnell Burns, right here in the house with us. This is all about Winning Wednesday. And you know what, Linnell? You have done an amazing 360 since I met you. You have totally been transforming. And I see you pumping, getting yourself all geared up for your 75 hard. I want you, Linnell, to please share with us, because I feel as if your story is not only is it important for others to hear, but I can see how you are now living your best life like it's golden. So Linnell, please share with us what has happened to you, beauty.
Oh, that's such a great question, Renee. The simple thing is I made a decision. I made a decision that this year would not be like my last year. And so, although I had accomplished a lot during the last 12 months, I didn't feel like I had done enough towards making sure that my legacy was going to be remembered, right? Because I have 3 children. They're 21, 26, and 16. They're the loves of my life. But I feel like I want to die empty and live full. So I just made a decision. I changed my mind, changed my circle, and here I am.
Did you guys hear that? Woo! You need to go ahead on and hashtag that. Say it again. You want to do what? I want you to say it because it was so much more passionate from you. You want to go ahead.
Yes, I want to leave a legacy behind that my children's children are going to be able to say, hey, you know what? Because of Linnell, my grandmother, my great-grandmother, my whatever I am to them at that point, they're going to know that it comes with a decision. And once you change your mind, you change your life. I've heard people say, if you can't change the people around you, then change the people around you. And that's what I did. And I'm so grateful that I'm here right now, Renee.
I love it. You said you're going to die empty and live
Yes.
full. She's dying
Yes.
empty, living full. Guys, that was like such a profound message she just shared. If you are a parent, I need you to flash the mics. If you are a parent, if you're on Facebook, if you're on YouTube, I need you to put 777s in the chat. Parents, we have to do our part for our babies. We have to build that whole generational wealth. We always say, what, 3 layers down. So you're not only just building the legacy for your children, but your grandchildren and your great great grandchildren. I already saw
Yes.
myself at the age of 93, girl, still wearing my red bottoms with my tight pants on and my cocked hat to the right, because I know you like me to I wear my hats, right? But still impacting the lives of our younger generations. And I'm
Yes.
grateful for you, Linnell. You know, I've had the opportunity of meeting you right there with the Breakfast with Champions. And my goodness, something about your voice woke up my inner spirit. Something about your voice woke up my inner spirit. I just felt something. And my goodness, my beauty, I'm so grateful that God has brought us together because we are now impacting the lives of those to come. You know, I look at you, you got your story down to a T now. Talk to us in how important it is for those who may still be soul searching, because you are a soul search coach, those who may be soul searching for their purpose and their passion. What is important, and why is it so important for you to sometimes take the time to really invest in yourself and pause? Please take it away.
That's such a great question, Renee. And I just wanted to give a disclaimer real quick. The Live Full, Die Empty is not mine. That's Mr. Les Brown. He is one of my mentors. He's been a mentor for a long time for me. And when you say investing in yourself, a lot of times I think people can get it a little bit twisted and think that investing in yourself only means investing financially, like maybe your clothes, your hair, your nails, your makeup. But investing in yourself starts with your mind. And what is it that you are telling yourself on a daily basis? Who are you listening to? What are the groups that you're following? Who are you hiring in order for them to pour into you the thing that you are missing? And we don't know what we don't know. So we have to get around people that have a different lifestyle, that may have a different viewpoint than we did. And you spoke about Breakfast with Champions. And I'm so grateful for Glenn Lundy and his crew there, because if it had not been for the fact that I had changed my mind when it came to Clubhouse, many people in my circle heard about Clubhouse. Many people in my circle said, oh, it's just another social media app. And many people in my circle said, I don't have enough space on my phone in order to download it. But yet they had space to do things that had nothing to do with personal development. And so I chose to get onto the app and to learn what I could about the app. And when I did, Glenn Lundy, his room popped up. It was such a blessing because now I'm being mentored by millionaires, on a daily basis, 5 a.m. all the way through 2 in the afternoon. And that's an investment not only of time, it's an investment in energy, but it's also that investment into ourselves. And that's what I'm so grateful for, Renee. So another thing that I would say is hire a coach. I've hired a coach. I'll be officially certified as of tomorrow as a coach. And I'm just so grateful for everything that has happened in the meantime. Back to you, Renee.
Guys, did you hear what our Linnell said? Woo! Not only has she invested in herself, she has done personal development. She literally shifted, because I see myself, as well as she's been able to change her trajectory now. She's been able to change her trajectory because she's leveling up, guys. Linnell has been leveling up. She has coaches, now she has mentors, and she's applying herself every day with active actions, and she's taking a lot of actions. I need to see that beautiful face of yours. That's right, Linnell. I'm so proud of you. You know, one of the greatest things we always know is important for us to have a start. I don't know if you guys hear a little bit of a feedback. I hear something
I
sound like a
do.
robot. Where is it
I
coming
do
from?
too. I don't know what
Can
that is,
somebody
Renee.
please catch that, because it's I'm not sure what it is. But at any rate, whether you're on the clubhouse, if you have an open mic, go ahead on and close it because it's a little annoying for me. But at any rate, you have been a game changer, Linnell. We look forward to hearing your voice. You're always knowing how to capture some of those important topics or some of those important phrases. You're wonderful in that area. You're a mother. You're blazing the universe by utilizing your gifts. And that's the piece that is so important. How you are understanding multiple streams of income, utilizing everything you possibly can, so therefore you could be in the winning seat amongst winners. I know you're working through also with Les Brown. My goodness, what more could you ask for, right? Les Brown has not only been one of the most influential motivational speakers in the world, but he is still living in his gifts. I always think about the man himself, Mr. Bob Proctor. We talk about Bob Proctor all the time as well. I've actually had the opportunity of watching both of those mentors in person, not only coach thousands and thousands, but just being in their like this in their environment. How important it is for you to stay with winners, Linnell. How important it is for you to place yourself with the winning team.
Oh, that is. I don't think people understand just how powerful it is to have people in your circle that are part of quote unquote the winning team, right? Because when someone has something or has acquired a certain level of success, and you can see yourself in that role as well, not as competition, but really as a student of life, because we're all here to learn something from everyone else. Once we put ourselves in an environment where we are not drifting, and a lot of times we drift through life. I drifted through life for a long time. I didn't even know whether, it was up or down. But then I decided one day it wasn't what I was doing was never going to get me where I wanted to be. So I started searching for people who could help me get there. And Clubhouse, once again, I really have to just give so much gratitude for this particular app, because we would have never met if it hadn't been for Clubhouse. I wouldn't be on your show right now if it hadn't been for Clubhouse. So it's extremely important that we are developing, number one, the right mindset. And number two, we're surrounding ourselves with people who have our solutions as opposed to the people who have our problems. Back to you, Renee.
Absolutely beautiful. Love your share. And I love looking at your face, just like right here, because I could do like this for you right here. My goodness. I adore what you're saying, Linnell. I know for sure, I'm grateful for us being able to connect in Atlanta. And I'm also looking forward to us being able to connect again in New Orleans, in Atlanta, in Puerto Rico, in Africa, wherever you go. I need to
I love
soar
it.
with you because you're making those money moves. And that's what this Wednesday is about. These strategies for success. You heard Dr. Jamesia as she dropped the mic in regard to, if you don't have a YouTube channel, get one started. Like what you said, we are here. We've had our YouTube channel, but it was working, but now we're literally putting it into action. And that's what you want to do, guys. If you hear my voice, everyone get into action, start moving, start being in a life of not just existing, but being able to create the life that you're destined to live. And I'm so proud of you, Linnell, because that's what you're doing right now. Beautiful. I
Thank
want
you,
to
Renee.
give, yes, you're so welcome. One of the giants, as I share with you guys, Glenn Rudin. I've had the pleasure of meeting him also right here on the app. Glenn and I literally ran, I guess what, the longest marathon room in the whole clubhouse. And not only am I grateful to the husband and wife, Mr. Dan, alongside with Daniel, alongside with Kate, for creating that space, but we've been able to find amazing individuals. If you hear my voice and you have made better relationships on Clubhouse than in real life, please flash your mics. If you are on YouTube and you hear my voice, please put some 999s in the chat if you've made some better relationships from Clubhouse versus real life. Guys, let me tell you something. Clubhouse has truly been able to connect souls from all over the world. We have not only been able to connect with souls from all over the world, we've been able to pour right back into them. That Glenn Rudin, he has been a man that knows how to help you tell your story in regard to how you talk and how you market your business. You know, winning strategies in regard to how you show up is not only about how you look, how you feel, but what is it that you're saying? Are you a person that don't know how to really craft your story when it comes down to talking about your business? Are you a person that have a conversation and you just go rattling on and on and on and don't really get the bullet points? Well, guys, we have somebody that's not only now a part of the GW3 family, that's right. Glenn Rudin is a man that's going to not only continue on bringing the best out of the GW3 club, he's going to help you bring the best out of your story from business and I would say also in personal. You had an opportunity of working alongside with him. Is that right, Linnell?
I did. And Glenn was just an absolute treasure. He really helped me get my story crafted. And he also helped me find what my purpose was for the things that I was doing. So I absolutely love Glenn. I'm so glad and excited to see him today, Renee. I'll go ahead and turn it back over to you.
Well, you know what, guys? I'm very happy to see him as well. Without further ado, let's bring up the message master. That's what he's known as, the message master, because sometimes we just don't have our message right, guys. The man himself, Mr. Glenn Rudin. Everybody, flash your mics. Come on now. Woo! Yes.
Yes.
Going in and out, in and out. I love it. I love it. I feel like I'm on a disco somewhere. Let's try it one more time. Bring him back in. Glenn Rudin. Well, I'll talk about Glenn Rudin while we're waiting. He's not only helps you with your clarity, he helps you with your message, but he develops your personal brand. He's been doing this and he's very successful in this space. And I'm very honored and I'm grateful to have this giant in our life. And I want to make sure we have him. Glenn, how are you doing today?
Hey, I am so great. I am so excited to be here with you to reconnect with Linnell, who I just heard, who sounds amazing, and to hear all about the Global Women Warriors and how I can help your members really clarify what they're saying. Because let's face it, you know, Renee, and so do you, Linnell, if you are not clearly understood, you're going to be stuck at one, and we need everybody going to 100. We don't want anybody stuck in place. So you've got to craft that message so that everybody understands what it is you're trying to do, what it is you're trying to accomplish. And remember this, not everybody who's listening is a potential customer, but everybody who's listening might know a potential customer. So your message has got to resonate with everybody, because even if your customer's not listening, somebody else might be, and they can refer business through that person to you. So that's why the message has always got to be crystal clear. And if it's not, you are just stuck in place, and we don't want that. We want the Global Women Warriors soaring, not stuck in place. So let's everybody think about how to get that message right and clearly understood right from the get-go.
Guys, if you are not watching us live on YouTube as well as Facebook, I highly encourage you to do so. If you are in the clubhouse, this man is not only dead on with it, but you can see so much passion that he has when he's talking about that message. You know, Glenn, one of the greatest things, you know, we were probably the longest how many, I think it went over 86 days. How many days was that
Yeah,
marathon?
I think it actually ended abruptly at 86, but that was quite a run for Clubhouse. And let's just remind everybody that wasn't just 86 days, that was 24 hours a day for 86 days. So a whole lot of people really, really chipped in to make sure that thing could keep going day after day after day, 24 hours a day. It was amazing. It was amazing.
Yeah, it was amazing to see how we kept showing up with each other, for each other, and we cultivated those relationships. And I want to say, your gift, your genius is truly in that message. Why has it been, why do you think a lot of people are struggling with that piece, Glenn? You know, because I know we have people that's so creative and they get so excited about things that they want to do, and then they just want to do everything. Why do you feel as if that they get to a point where they can't really find the clarity, and then the importance about finding the right coach or even the right mentor? Please share.
Well, yeah, listen, it's a fabulous question. And I'll say this, Renee, that if you are feeling, if you're out there and you're feeling like you are struggling with your message, with your pitch, with what you have to say, I will say this. You are not alone. In my travels around where I live in the New York area and around the country and around the world, and now through Clubhouse internationally, 9 out of 10 people that I come in contact with, regardless of the size of their business or how long they're doing it, 9 out of 10 people struggle with all of their messaging or some portion of their messaging. And most of that is because they don't know how to be intentional with their message, with their brand. They just want to get going. They're so anxious to get started that they don't really take the time to build the right foundational message about what it is they're trying to do, what their why question, why are they doing what they do? And they just skip ahead 10, 15 spaces without taking the time to really build that message, to really build that brand, to really understand why they do what they do. Because if they don't understand that, Renee, they can't explain that to other people. And that's the problem. When you can't explain it simply enough yourself, even to yourself, how in the world are you going to explain it to anybody that you come in contact with in the world? It's a matter of fact, you just can't do it. You can't do it. And I see this over and over again. People just decide, I'm going to do my pitch the second Renee asks me to, or the second I meet Linnell and she says, what do you do? I'm going to make it up on the spot. And let's face it, right? The best movies, the best television shows, the best speeches, they don't just happen on the spot. They happen because people took the time to really prepare and understand what kind of message they needed to deliver. And that's why so many people struggle. They just haven't taken the time to sit down with you or with Linnell or with me and figure out what is it I really need to be saying about myself so that people will hear me and they will resonate and they will want to get in touch and follow up with me.
I absolutely love it. You know, one of the greatest things that we have been able to say, we're not only going to be intentional, we're going to make sure within the GW3 club, you're going to be our message coach. If that's okay with you, Linnell. I know it's
Oh, that's
okay with
okay.
you,
That
Glenn.
is
Come
okay with
on
me.
now. Flash your mics. Come on. Here we go. We got our message coach right here. And what we're going to be doing within our GW3 club, we're going to host just rooms focusing on just that. Because, like you said, Glenn, you said something that's so important. We want to get it out, but sometimes when we don't realize, it's almost like you're driving and you're running over speed bump after speed bump after speed bump. It's like, okay, slow down. Where are you going with this story? You know, we've heard so many in the past, you know, and it's just like, okay, I love how you were able to bring clarity to their mission as well as their purpose. And now it also reassures that, I would say, confidence also.
Oh my
Linnell,
goodness. Yes. When
I
you
was going to say, because when I heard Linnell after you worked with her, Glenn, oh my goodness. Ah,
Yes.
And I
You know,
and I
Game
I loved
changer
her.
for
I
her.
loved her story. And see, this is the thing. We all have amazing, amazing stories to tell. And we're in such a rush to tell them. It's like, a lot of us can relate to this when we have our children, right? And your children, they want to speak before they actually have the vocabulary. And a lot of times, young children will end up stuttering a little bit before they really get their footing and they really have the words formulated in their heads. And what happens with adults is we may not stutter, but we also will struggle to say what we need to say without using filler words, without saying like or let me think about that, or having pauses that are really, really uncomfortable. And that's exactly as you said, Renee. They want to get in the car. They want to be going 60 miles an hour before they've even gotten in the car and adjusted the mirror and made sure the seat is comfortable and looked at the side view mirrors and have gas in the tank and all the rest of it. You can't just start going 60 miles an hour if you don't know where you're going or how you're going to get there. It's really simple. There's basic blocking and tackling. And I will say this really, and I really mean this from the bottom of my heart. I hate to see entrepreneurs, founders, young people who are transitioning into new careers struggle with something like this because it is so important. And it happens so quickly that, you when you come up on a clubhouse stage, if you don't have your act together right away, as soon as you start fumbling around with what you do or what your message is, you know what happens? In our minds, we just turn the dial down. We just shut it off. We say, okay, this person doesn't know what they're doing. And that is a shame. That is sad. I hate when that happens because the most gifted people in the world might not get a chance to get their message out there or have somebody hear it. And it's so important for that to happen. So I listen, I love helping people who struggle with this because when they get it and they feel confident, it's as you said, all of a sudden now it's like you've got a new lease on life, on your business life. And now you really know what to do and how to do it. And now you can thrive. Now you can flourish. Now you can resonate with the people who really need to hear you.
Mm, I love it. Linnell, you and Glenn had this certain bond, okay? I'm just so proud of, your evolvement and how you have totally transcended into the woman that you are today. And please pour into Glenn, what has it been like for you now that you have your new message to share the world?
Oh, that's so good, Renee. One thing I can say about Glenn is he's extremely patient. And so as a soul coach, my goal has always been to help people get to their authentic self. Sometimes we go through traumas, sometimes we go through things in life that are just hurting us and we don't understand how to get around it so that we can get back to who we really are. We think that maybe an accomplishment will make us, quote unquote, a better person. And what Glenn did was he allowed me to sit with him for about an hour and a half and really listen to me and what I wanted to accomplish and what I wanted to translate to my clients. Glenn was also very instrumental around the month of March. I was doing an expo and it was geared around children. And so Glenn helped me write my speech for this particular venue that I was going to be a part of. We don't realize just how much goes into it. And like Glenn was saying, it doesn't just happen. You have to really craft the story so people understand what it is that you're bringing to the table, how they can connect with you, and then also what is the result that they're going to get. And he really helped me do that. And I believe, Renee, that if he is going to be the coach master for the Global Women Wealth Warriors, everyone that hires Glenn is going to have such a definite purpose on paper and also a story that is crafted that is not only unique to them, but it's also very clear, concise, and the audience can digest it very well. I'll turn it back over to you, Renee.
I am so in agreement with you, Linnell. You know, where we are, we don't have that much room for too many mistakes anymore. So, you know what, Glenn? I just want us to get it right. That's it, one time. And I feel very confident in saying when you have the right mentors in alignment with your goals, as well as in alignment with what it is that you have intentions of completing, as long as you have the right blueprint, the right souls to line everything up, you can't help but win. And that's one of the things that we talk about within the GW3 Global Club. All we do is win no matter what. So with you, Glenn Rudin, we know for sure we're going to have winning results for each one of our members. I got to ask them though, let me see, how do they feel about that? If you're in the clubhouse and you're excited about Glenn coming on board, flash your mics. Let me hear some noise.
I know I'm excited. Woo!
They are so excited. They're excited. And I want to know, does anyone have a question? If that's okay with you, Glenn, does anyone have a question that's in the clubhouse or even on YouTube? Please. Oh, they're flashing the mics. Go ahead. Who has a question? Take it away.
Hi, Glenn. I have a question.
Sure. Sure, go ahead.
I really like what you said, because that's something that I'm working with. So how do we, I know that we normally do it a little different, so I'm trying to be mindful, but how do we reach out to you, make sure we have that so that a lot of us can connect? Because I would love to have that hour.
Okay. Well, listen, Renee definitely knows how to get in touch with me, and we're going to work up whatever logistics we need to through GW3 to make sure that, I guess, through their site, you'll be able to get to me so that, we know exactly what's happening. I'm very active morning, noon, and night on Instagram. You can go into my bio here on Clubhouse, and you will find my Instagram link. Certainly write to me. I've always got space on my calendar to have an initial call with anybody and everybody to do some initial brainstorming and give you a feel and a sense for what it's like to work with me. And I really appreciate the opportunity to get to know you. Is it Sear? Is that how you pronounce the name?
Yes, that's Miss Sonia James. That is correct.
Okay.
So
Yes.
and then what we'll do as well with GW3, one of the great things we do, we have some deeper dives on Saturday, Glenn. So we will be able to host those experiences with you, with the team, for our GW3 club. So
Absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah, I love that. I mean, I love that. I love being able to really, this is the thing, one of the things I love to be able to do is challenge people with, let's hear where you are currently. Let's spend a little time learning about how we get better at this, take some tips, and then see who's brave enough to raise their hand and say, I want to give it another shot, and immediately get to see improvement even before the end of that, call, the end of that Zoom session, whatever, StreamYard session, however, Facebook session, however we do that. And you'll be surprised how people can pick these things up, start working on them. And then look, one of the things I was really fortunate enough to do with, Linnell had the time to spend 3 or 4 different sessions with me where we got to go through a progression of hearing her story, then helping her craft that story, and then actually working with her to listen to her really do that presentation she was doing. And I have to say, she was a great student. I mean, she went from 0 to 60 in a hurry and really, really mastered all of it. I didn't get to hear her actual talk, but having heard her the last time that we did our practice session together, no doubt in my mind, I know she was amazing the day she did that. So yeah, Saturday sessions, when we can get them in, are absolutely wonderful. Love it.
I absolutely appreciate you. And I'm so excited that they are so pumped up about this opportunity. The key to our success, one of the things that we talk about also, Glenn, we are all reading Think and Grow Rich. And right now we're on chapter 5 as the group. And it's great to see how not only, when, as they always say, once you're able to conceive that thought, you have to believe in yourself, have that faith. but we talk about that burning desire. And I've been talking to our entrepreneurs, I've been talking to our ladies. It's like, Renee, I just been wanting to do something so bad. I'm like, okay, well, what's your message? What's your mission? What's your mission statement? And then that's when it starts falling here and falling there. And that's why I share with everyone. I don't want to be everything to everyone. I want to be the best thing in what I do. And everything else, we're going to bring in our mentor coaches and our leaders in their fields to make sure they can make you the best at everything that you need to do. And that's why we're bringing you in, Glenn. I appreciate your friendship. I appreciate your honesty. But most importantly, I appreciate your leadership in finding your genius in this space.
Well, I listen, I can't thank you enough. And, listen, you and I connected almost immediately on that Clubhouse app. Listen, in Clubhouse years, whatever that is, 14, 15 months ago. And we've always remained Clubhouse friends, and we've always remained contacts. And I think we've always remained friends just in general. We haven't gotten the chance to meet face to face yet, but I'm sure that we will. And your friendship and your leadership to me means the world, because I know how many women look up to you as a role model and as a reason why they want to do it, because they see you being inspirational. I see your posts on Instagram, traveling around the world and spreading your message to young children, to young women just starting out, to women who are pivoting in their careers. And you are an amazing inspiration. And for me to get to work alongside of you, to partner with you, in your initiative here with GW3 is a thrill for me. So I'm glad we finally got to get this together. And I really look forward to working with you, everybody in your organization that is really looking to improve themselves. Anything that I can do to help them, I can't wait to do that with them. I really can't. I'm super excited about it. I really am. It's just a great time to be in the world now, as things are opening up in the world, as people are deciding they don't want to go back to corporate life, and they need a new message. They need to pivot. They need to create something new. They don't want to be doing that 9 to 5 anymore. Well, now it's really important to sit down and really figure out your why, WHY. Why do you want to do what you're about to do? Why do you want to do what you're doing? Why is it meaningful? Why does the world care about it? Why? You've really got to take the time to think about that. And that's one of the things that I will challenge all of your members to do.
I love it. One of the greatest things that you said regarding journaling out what it is that you're doing. And when you're writing it and being intentional, some of the things, and maybe this is a good tip for those, I think my peak time when my most creative juices come flowing through me, it's like early in the morning, almost like 3 a.m. in the morning. That's when I even have the epiphany to even start with the whole GW3. But when you come to a point where you're in your calming spirit, at peace, and at being able to find that grace where you have no distractions, sometimes that's when you have the best information that just start flowing through you.
I agree. I agree. I always say that to people that, there's a peak time in everybody's day. Now yours comes at 3 a.m. That's early. I get up at 4:50 every day, meditate, and then I immediately get to my desk and start doing journaling, gratefulness, and creative things, because that's when I feel my most creative, when I'm my most energetic. And I find that at that time, in those 90 minutes or 2 hours, I'm able to do enough creative stuff that would last somebody else an entire day. And then as the day goes on and I get bogged down in putting out fires or working on individual things or making cold calls and things like that, that don't really call so much on my creativity, then I kind of wind down a bit. But I'm like you. You need to find that zone in your day. And when you're in there, you do the thing that is your zone of genius and really do it. If you're writing a book, that's when you write your chapters. That's when you write your pages. If you're doing a speech, that's when you write your speech. If you're working on your elevator pitch, well, then work on your elevator pitch. If it's your social media you're being creative about, that's when you do it. Do it, get it out of the way, it's done. And then you can devote the rest of your day to the other things that you need to do that are not necessarily the fun ones, or that you haven't, given out to a virtual assistant yet or not. But figure out where you're most creative, like you and I, Renee, and do it at that time. Absolutely.
I truly, truly love it. Miss Linnell, would you like to point to Glenn with another question? I think maybe there's a little bit of delay. Sometimes with these StreamYards, you have a little bit of delay. Yes, Mr. Linnell.
Hold on 1 minute, Renee. Can you hear me now?
Yes, we can.
Okay, I was on mute. And sometimes you got to press the button to be heard. So I'm sorry. But I just wanted to say thank you so much for that, Glenn. And journaling is really an important part of it, because once you're journaling, you're really getting to the point where you understand what you're saying to yourself. But not only that, you're reaching the point where you can connect with what Napoleon Hill calls the infinite intelligence. And so those downloads, Renee referred to it as a download. That's also something that I have noticed in the very twilight hours of the morning. Things come to me that normally I wouldn't catch during the day. We have so many thoughts during the day, and we may be driving or doing other things, like you said, the things that are not so fun, and we'll miss those thoughts. But that twilight hour is really the time that we can capture those. So I really appreciate you sharing that with everyone this afternoon, Glenn. And Renee, I'll go ahead and turn that back over to you.
And let me just give you a quick tip on that note, because this might be helpful to some people. Everyone's got different apps that they use to record those thoughts, like you're in the car or you're someplace else. I like using this app, and listen, I don't get anything from it. It's just a recommendation to make things easier for everybody. It's an app, on the Apple App Store. I'm sure it's on Android also, and it's called Brain Toss, BrainToss. And for me, basically, you open up Brain Toss, and you can either do a voice recording, a video, or type in a message. And what it will do is it will immediately take that thought and email it to you. So if you wake up at 3 a.m, you're laying there in bed and you say, oh my God, I got the greatest first line for my elevator pitch. I don't want to forget it. You open up that Brain Toss app, you speak it into your phone, go back to sleep. When you wake up in the morning, it might not have been such a great idea, but at least you'll have it recorded and you'll get to hear it, because Brain Toss takes the time to record it and email it to you. Your people might find that useful. I hope they will.
Oh, that was really good. I never heard of that before. Thank you.
That's what I do. That's what I do, Glenn. I'm telling you, I have so many messages right now on my phone, because I don't write journal, but I do speak into the phone. I speak into the phone, and that has truly saved me, because I don't know, sometimes I'm running in the morning. So if I do it at 3 o'clock, I don't have to worry about running. At 5 o'clock in the morning, thoughts just come flourishing to me. And so now I have to run with my phone. And when I run with my phone, when it comes, because I know by the time I get home, I'm not going to remember it. I will truly not remember it. So I have to start speaking about it right then and there. Thank you, Glenn. That was wonderful,
That's awesome.
wonderful, wonderful. I hope that has also added value to you as well, Miss Linnell, as well as some other people in the room.
Yes, it did. Yes, it definitely did. Thank you, Glenn.
Yes,
Sure.
yes. Well, this has been a special, truly a special winning Wednesday. And not only have we grateful that you've been able to pour into us, Glenn, as we're closing out, I want to just ask your words of wisdom in regarding to, the importance of where each person is right now. What are some encouraging words that you like to share, not only just with the GW3 family, but also to those who are listening all over around the world? Because as I share with you, you have been the message coach, and you are now the GW3 message coach. And I'm grateful to have you on board. I think they're still screaming right now. Yes, put some chats, put some love hearts in the chat for Glenn coming on board. Guys, let's put some blue hearts. He has on blue today. So let's put some blue hearts in the chat for Glenn. If you've loved this segment, if this has brought some value to your message, and if you're looking forward to working with the winner that Glenn is. So without further ado, Glenn, we'll let you go ahead on and have some closing words of wisdom. Thank you.
Okay, so here's something that I want everybody to think about, right? Even if you're somebody that at the moment is struggling with that message, and or you're struggling with some other portion of your business, you're in the right space because you're with the great Renee Noor and the team that she has put together. So the first words of wisdom I want to leave you with are, number one, remain hopeful, because you can do this. You are as special, you are as talented as anybody else out there in your social media worlds, in your business world, in your personal world. Do not spend time comparing yourself to other people and looking at their numbers on social media. While they're impressive, you are as impressive as they are. Don't ever forget that. You can overcome whatever obstacles you want to. Just remember, the most difficult person that you've got to come to terms with is you. Because if you can believe in you, then everything else is possible. If you can envision what success looks like to you, if you can put that down on paper, if you can feel what that feels like, then you can do it. The greatest athletes in the world, I'll just use Tiger Woods as an example. He is famous for seeing the shots that he hits before he ever hits them. He sees the outcome. He sees where the ball is going to land before he ever steps up and takes that shot. So you need to see that outcome for you. Put that down on paper, where you're going to be, where you're going to land, what success looks like for you. Because if you can see it, we all as a collective community can help you find it and help you get there. So don't despair. Be hopeful. Realize every day is a gift, and every day is another step toward that long-term goal that you're going to put down on paper. And I look forward to being side by side with you and helping getting you launched in the direction you need to go in. But believe in you. That's number one more than anything else. You believe in you. Thanks, Renee.
Awesome.
Absolutely incredible. Come on, guys. Let's give it up. Let's put some blue hearts in the chat for Glenn Rudin. Let's go ahead on and put some blue hearts out there on YouTube as well as on Facebook. Glenn, wonderful message. You are the message king, and you have just given me even more inspiration. I have to have a deeper dive just with you myself. Oh my goodness. Guys, wait until I have my deeper dive with Glenn then. No, just kidding. No, but Glenn, that was powerful. It truly was powerful. Right now, we have over 120 messages going on in the clubhouse. We have messages on Facebook. This has been a very impactful day. That's right, guys. This is not only about winning Wednesdays. We're focusing on strategies for you to reach your true success. If your message isn't right, it's going to be hard for you to do that. That's the first thing. Not only do you want to have clarity in your message and what you're saying, but also you want to have clarity in your vision. Aligning yourself with not only mentors, but those who truly see your value and see your worth and want to elevate you to your next level of greatness. Stay with people who encourage you, not tear you down or break you down. Stay with those who want to see you soar to your next level of greatness. We're grateful to have you a part of the GW3 family. Guys, let's make sure we put some more hearts in the chat for Glenn Rudin, who's not only going to help us with our message, but guess what, Glenn? I will be in New York City the 1st of June. We will be there. And I pray that we can also connect. We are speaking to over a group of 200. We had the opportunity of working with 200 students there in New York City. And now we're going to be doing a ceremony setting. And I'm going to invite you out if you're in town. I know we didn't get a chance to connect last time, but I truly would love to do that. All right.
Sounds great. Yeah. I look forward to hearing all the details. Love that. I love working with it's not a plug, but I have my book finally coming out, and for a lot of people, this is going to be an introduction to branding, to messaging, to getting that all together. And the beauty about this particular book that I've written, I'm a huge Dr. Seuss fan. This book is all written in rhyme, and it's fully colored with beautiful renderings and images inside that I hope will inspire people to get their brand ideas, their message ideas down on paper and communicated to the world, because they won't do anybody any good if they're locked up in here. Got to get them out there so people can hear them and respond to them.
We say that, Glenn, unfortunately, the graveyard is probably one of the richest places, the richest soil, because so many people have died with their dreams locked inside. This year, 2022, not only we're going to be dreaming out loud, we're going to help to pull all of those dreams out of all of these warriors all across the world. And we're going to get everyone living their dreams out loud. Because you know why? Because I know they wanted to ask, but now we're helping them to up their ask because it's their season.
Love it. Absolutely.
Yes.
Love it. Love it. Love it. I really look forward to getting on this journey with you, Renee. I can't tell you how much I appreciate you and Linnell and everybody else that's in that clubhouse room and here sending out those hearts. Absolutely love it. And I'm sorry I wasn't able to get that background flipped. StreamYard was holding me up. Next time we'll definitely have that GW3 behind me. No problem.
No problem at all. You look fabulous. You work wonderfully well. Guys, let's give it up again for Glenn Rudin, and I will follow up with you later. Thank you, Glenn. You've been wonderful.
Thank you so much. I can't tell you how much I appreciate it.
And how we usually close out our segment, we always have to make sure we have prayer, and we always have one of our prayer warriors in the room. So let's see who will be able to do our prayer for today as we close out this incredible, Linnell, this has been an incredible session today for not only consistent growth, strategies for success, but it's time for us to soar to new levels of our greatness. So will one of our prayer warriors like to close us out in prayer? Miss Ade, would you like to take it away?
Of course. Let's pray. Our Father and our God, we just want to thank you for this time. I want to thank you because we can see that you are bringing us into a new level of fulfillment of our visions. We want to thank you, Father, Lord, because we know that even as we're not leaning upon our own strength, but we're tapping into your resources, and you are bringing great resources unto us, like Linnell, like Glenn, and all the others that are yet lined up to help us, Father, Lord, go to that next level. We are grateful, Father, because, Father, we know that they are just causing us to rise up to be the people that you ordained for us to be even before the foundation of the earth. Father, we thank you for strength. We thank you for the ability not just to hear everything that we are being taught, but for us to be able to run with it and for the manifestation of all the things that have been deposited in us to come forth in the name of Jesus. Lord, we thank you because we know that the best is yet to come. We give you the glory and we give you the praise. For in Jesus' name we have prayed.
Oh my goodness, guys. Let's go ahead and let the congregation say amen.
Amen.
Amen. Well, again, guys, thank you so very much for joining us for this week's episode, this Wednesday episode. Not only is Winning Wednesday, but it's been an honor and an opportunity of getting to know you a little bit better. We want to make sure that your message is not only communicated the right way, we want to make sure that your message will resonate with exactly what your vision is, as well as where you're going. This has been an opportunity for us to be in your life right here with the GW3 Global Women Wealth Warriors, GW3 Global Club. Thank you, and we look forward to seeing you on tomorrow, 12 noon to 2 p.m. in the clubhouse, and look forward to GW3 going live. Until then, enjoy yourself and continue on blazing the universe, because the world needs another game changer. And you know what? That could be you. Thank you.
God bless everyone.
Wakanda forever!